Oh wow, that's a quick switch.
Hello,
there they are.
Oh,
Mods Osborne and Cel.
They were chunky and thick. I like them.
What was chunky and thick?
I will.
The jewelry, not Luke. Sorry,
jewelry. I thought we were talking about me, mate. No. Just
not there, man.
I see quite a few messages still regarding the discounted Ultimate Treasure Hunter key exploit. We kind of wanted to make it into 2 separate sections because more than a Cam are not here currently anymore. So we'd like to focus on what's coming to RuneScape very soon. And we think this is the best approach to do that. So that out of the way as well. Thank you for joining Mods Osborne and Cel.
Hey, welcome.
We're going to talk about some really cool stuff. Let me check if I did everything from the intro bit. So I have not done that yet. Of course, today we released a new Ninja update, Ninja Strike, really cool. So we focus on the broadcast, crystal chest, and the Triskelion keys. If you want more information, it is on our game update, and you can also use exclamation mark game update to get that information. Then the Golden Gnomes have closed. Thank you everyone for the nominations. And based on the feedback that we received quite early on, there was a desire for more time for the cosplay creations and for the cosplayers to submit their cosplay creations. So what we have done is we changed that into a chosen by us category, and we've opened a second submission form for cosplayers to submit their cosplay creations. Then I also just got a message hot off the press from the head of Ninjas. There was quite a bit of broadcast spam in the game at the moment for the veteran capes, for your 5, 10 and 15 year capes. A hotfix has gone live that should help with that, which is going to be very helpful with that spam. I've done all my things, so I suggest we start talking about... I've spoken my language. We start moving into the next things. And I suggest we bring on, or we've alluded to this piece of content already, celebrating a 12th birthday of an iconic piece of content. It is very iconic to RuneScape. Do we want to bring on the image? I think that's probably the best way to do it of concept art, and then I'll kind of want to pass it on to you, Mods Osborne, if that's okay.
I see something pretty.
The work in progress concept art images, please. There we go.
Nothing more adorable than a penguin.
Oh, it's nothing. Favorite creatures. Yes, so...
Yes.
This is... Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, shall I go for it? All right. So in September, we're going to be launching 2 updates on the same day. Going to have a kind of bumper 2-hit updates, and we're going to be talking about the smaller one today, and we're talking about the slightly bigger one next week. But this is... Yeah, there were 3 things we wanted to do with this. And one was that we wanted to remaster. We want to show that it's not only about the new stuff, the new expansions are going off in different directions in the game. We also want to look at some of the stuff in the game that we already have and improve it and remaster it, which means a rework plus a bit more content, new reasons to go and play it. And that was, we kind of sent something that was a 12th anniversary, which was distractions and versions, and very particularly penguins. We love them to bits. So we were looking at penguin hide and seek. And we kind of went in with a particular aim. We've probably got about 3,000 people who play penguin hide and seek kind of religiously, getting in on their kind of Wednesday groups and friends list and go hunt for every single penguin and fill up their points. But we think more people could do it, more people could love it. And so we decided to attribute some aims to get those, those people who just check in and do it opportunistically, get them playing as well, give some new rewards, and obviously beautify them as well, as you can see by the concept. So what you can see in the concept is we've gone for a more, I don't know, rather than having them mischievous or evil, we've gone for them nonplussed and innocent, but players can really get a sense of just how Machiavellian they can be through the quest series.
Thank you for that quick intro, Mods Osborne.
Having done that, not scripted at all.
No, this one is not scripted for sure, unless you've read it in advance that I'm not aware of.
No.
I haven't read it.
Yeah. I suggest we jump into a game. We'll go to Ardonye, and then or Ardougne. Is it Ardonye or Ardougne?
Ardonye.
I keep
Ardonye.
pronouncing it Ardonye. Yeah, a bit of a French vibe to it, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
Paul
go
always
that.
told me it was Ardougne.
I like that.
Ardougne.
I've always gone with Ardougne.
Cool. There we go. We are in Ardougne. We are watching Mods Cel's screen. Apologies if it's a little bit laggy because we are still doing it remote. Of course, it can be difficult to transmit the screens of each other.
This isn't my office space.
This is not. No.
I'll try and not move the camera too much.
Just saying legacy
Should we
you.
get right
Just
into
saying. Go for it.
Okay. First of all, obviously we've started at Ardougne Zoo. This is where the majority of the penguin activity usually takes place. You'll be very familiar with all of this if you've already done it. At the moment I'm going to talk to Chuck because that's where my account is at. Obviously if your account is not at this, you'd need to talk to Larry over there. The first thing we're going to show you is we've redone the rewards a little bit. The existing rewards that were there before, so the XP and the GP, they still exist. They're exactly the same as before. The things we've added since then live in this shop. So upon update, you'll be able to go and claim... Is the resolution all right on stream? Because it looks very fuzzy. Just wanting people to be able to read that.
It's a bit fuzzy.
Okay. Is there anything we can do about that?
There it is, getting a bit sharper now. We are trying to make it slightly sharper for all of you. So bear with us for a second.
That's a bit better. And I will not move the camera again because that did it. Okay, so on update, we'll be able to claim the penguin spy device, and this is something that will help you in your penguin expeditions from this point on. So when we have this, we have it in the inventory. Ideally, this is an item you take with you. It's going to help you find the penguins if you're putting in the effort to actually go and spot them. It has a few bits of functionality, which... Are we going to go over those now? I can't remember.
We can do that in a bit. We'll do that in a bit over the functionality from the device, I think.
Okay, so yeah, for now, we've got a device, it does some stuff. The other things we'll be able to look at in the shop are we have some more rewards. We have a scan upgrade for the device itself. I'll just give it a minute to get unfussed.
We'll get there.
So I think we can just look at the tooltips for these. It is an upgrade to the device. There is a scan functionality on it, which we'll go into a bit later. This is an upgrade to that, so it has a larger radius. We've got a couple of titles. One of them is the Birdwatcher. The other one down here is the Spymaster title. And then we've got another device upgrade, Transmog kits, and a pet. You might have noticed that these things are available, even though I've got some penguin points. There is a second currency that we've added, which is if you've been engaged with the PVM hub, Wars Retreat at all, it's very similar to the total boss kills you will have had. So this is penguins you have spied, it like accumulates as a total. And once you hit milestones, you'll be able to unlock things. And I say milestones specifically because you're never spending this currency. It's always going to be around. You're always going to be accumulating more. So that's how you would obtain these unlocks. In terms of consumables tab, you can see at the top, we have tweaked the way you obtain the XP. The amount of XP given is or should be exactly the same. So instead of buying or dumping all your points to XP in a little chat box, you're now presented with an option to buy lamps for it. So it should be exactly the same, but a little bit smoother. And I think it also gives you the flexibility to kind of add different amounts of XP to different skills. It makes it a lot easier to do that kind of thing.
So
where are we?
You've crossed everything off. Yeah, we've got the total. So
I've done my
new currency,
checklist,
total
yeah.
penguin points. Yep. Transmog. I mean, we're not going to go in depth in the Transmog per se later on.
No,
But
I'd really to have a look at that themselves. What do you think?
you don't want to. You want to see? Okay. I mean, it is a suitcase or a briefcase.
It's a suitcase. It's
full
got
of
a few
disguises.
transmogs in there.
It's not a single one. It's filled with transmogs, and I think the players can figure the rest out themselves, don't they?
You should tell them how many.
Yeah,
I know
7,
how
isn't
many.
it?
7. 7 transmogs. So you get all of that from one
transmogs.
briefcase. It should be fun. Obviously,
And all you
penguin
need to
themed.
do,
Why would they not be?
all you need to do is find 40 penguins. Nice and simple.
Easy, 60. But yeah, easy.
Oh, 60. Apologies. Yes. Cool. All right. So it mentions the Sheldon pet. Can we go a bit more in depth about the Sheldon pet? About
Shall we have a
that
look at the
penguin
Sheldon?
boy?
So I just need to do some
Yes.
cheating real quick. Apologies.
Before we get out, I believe we also got some concept art of Sheldon.
Let's look.
I'm just, if we have that, can we have a look at it?
It's more a model, I think.
We're bringing it on. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna-
I keep moving the screen. I'm sorry. It's force of habit. Just to give it a click.
I just saw a couple of comments as well about us talking over each other. That is because there is a little bit of latency in between us as well. So that might be... We're not rude. We just miss each other communication-wise at times.
I'm quite rude.
I'll let you do that yourself. Look at that cute boy. I mean,
He's gorgeous.
he is gorgeous. Dave, this is usually the moment where you shine, where you come out with all the funky stuff, references, you show your excitement. Do you want to say anything about this lovely Sheldon pet?
Who are you asking?
Dave. No,
Oh, really?
Mod
Oh,
Osborne.
man.
Shit, sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk over. We've got a few elements for this guy. He's great. I love him.
Yeah.
We kind of talked it over and wanted a little elf. Because you often get that flick from a kind of newborn, a chick. I mean, look at this. It's the triple tap on the feet. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Love it.
This is the special leave when you were over earlier.
Absolutely. And then we've got some of the... Should we skip into the non-Sheldon ones? What do you think, Luke?
Ooh, I like this one. Yeah. It's just solid. Do we
Right, let's
have
go in
is
game.
it these two? Yeah, let's go in game again.
Oh, there we go.
To be fair, that is a really good one as well.
I like that. actually.
It is a...
Yeah, so this is
What's
where
he
you can
doing
see the
there?
direction we went from. have you not
Is he
watched enough?
celebrating live? Sorry, have I not
You need
watched
to watch
enough
some more.
Mod Osborne?
You need to watch some more penguin documentaries. They do that all the time. It just looks like fun.
Oh, is it that? Yeah. I don't know if it also flips its hands up in the air though, but yeah. Lovely walking animation.
Waddling animation, thank you.
Waddling. Apologies. I'm just talking technical terms, okay?
Oh, we're seeing some
There you go.
artifacting on the branches there, which won't be in live, but
Yes.
still, you can get a sense of just how, I don't know, how much character there is in there.
They're much
Yeah,
more
I don't think
vibrant. They
we've
get much more
mentioned-
character.
Sorry, I don't think we've mentioned that the models in game have actually been updated. All of the bushes and the crates and barrels and whatnot.
hmm
Obviously, this is the bush with a penguin in.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. Our art team wanted to, in an ideal world, they'll be updating all of the bushes and trees, etc., at the same time. But yeah, a bit of feature creep with your reworks. So they had to work with the pre-existing models. But I like it. It's kind of a retro vibe. They're getting ready for Panto vibe.
Okay, I haven't moved at all. So yeah, you can have a look at Sheldon Pet in game. Sorry, I was so locked onto those animations. They're gorgeous. I've got to remember where we're looking at pets, of course. We can just search for him and unlock him. There we go.
Bam.
Bam. So we've got him. We go back into our pets and we can find Sheldon.
He's teeny tiny.
He's teeny. Get out of my shadow. There we go.
Oh.
I'm just gonna get a little zoom in. Too close. He's adorable.
Even this,
Obviously,
even the idle animation is lovely.
Yeah, he's got a couple idle extras, I think. Or maybe he doesn't actually. A one bit do like a spin around and a little happy dance. I hope that's still in there. Yeah, obviously you can override. You're familiar with this. We saw the special attack animation, so it is overrideable. Which I think I'll be having him for a bit at least. I think I wanted to move on to actually going to hunt a penguin.
Yeah,
Are we ready?
Let's. I am. If we take Sheldon with us.
Yeah, of course he can come. What I'm going to do is just upgrade the device properly, so we have all the functionality. There we go. So upgraded device. Now he's ready to go. We can go through some of the options on here. As you would have seen, the zap functionality is just bought, so you don't have this by default. All the others you do have by default. So previously we had a hint system that was only accessible via your chuck. It would give you a random hint for a penguin you hadn't spotted yet, and this hint was usually pretty vague. We've made an effort to try and kind of condense the hint areas so that there are more of them and they're more descriptive. We've also tried to get rid of some areas that weren't quite perfect and gave you some default message instead. Talking a little bit at the back end, but we have cleaned up some of the hints. What we have also done with the device is to allow you to access hints of any penguin. So this lets you pick a specific penguin. Realistically, I think you'd usually go through it logically, like penguin 1, 2, and 3, and then you'd move on and you finish your week and whatever. When you click on one of these, it will give you the same as before. It will give where banana smugglers dwell. If anyone knows RuneScape, Mods Osborne, do you know where that is?
Oh, I reckon that's probably Brimhaven.
Try Brimhaven. Well, you might be a little bit out of Brimhaven.
Some of the descriptions have also been made slightly more clear and less ambiguous, I believe.
Yeah, so I think a good example, one that we saw in the desert, which was, if you could imagine, Shanty Pass all the way down to the south of Sophenham. It was one hint area, so if it was anywhere in that area, it would give you one line of dialogue. So we tried to go up and we tried to separate it so that it still makes sense, so that the hints are still kind of on theme. They're almost riddles, but easy riddles. So we tried to add a few more there. So I'm saying a lot. We are now in the area, so it's around here somewhere. We can use one of the functionalities of the device, which is to scan for them. Now this will, I believe, go in a 20 tile radius by default, and then with the upgrade it goes to 30 tiles. So if we scan it, we get this. If any of you have done clue scrolls before, you'll recognize this little pulsing circle around my feet. This will indicate that it is currently scanning, and it will scan for 1 minute until it's off. So if we just run around now, we should hopefully see an arrow appear somewhere that tells us where the penguin is. This is all a bit fingers crossed, and I might resort to just teleporting around in a sec.
I like how you're talking about an arrow, but we've also got the walk marker on screen.
Yeah. It's a slightly different walk marker. So I don't know where he is. I'm going to teleport him.
Oh. Highly disappointed. Where is...
Yeah, I just want to
Mr.
see the
Penguin?
arrow.
Oh no, I'm not
We
wrong,
found
am
the
I?
bananas.
Here he is.
No,
you were
you found
spot
the
on,
banana.
Dave. We found him. So as you can see, the penguin has been spotted. It's had an arrow placed above its head. Watch the penguin. It will move, and the arrow will stay with it. So it's not the location it was. It's its current location. And again, I apologise for the lag. It's just streaming through streams. It happens. So we'll go over here and we can spot him. And you've got it. So you'll see that I've unlocked a bunch of stuff because I cheated. If you get to, say, I think it's 60 total spied penguins, you will automatically the title. If you get to 20 or whatever it was, you will automatically unlock the device upgrade. It's all automatic, so you don't really need to go to the shop. The other thing you will have noticed is I have been giving Penguin Hide and Seek reset token. I think we're going to touch on that a little bit.
We can do it now.
Premise.
We can do it now.
We can do it now, yeah.
Yeah.
So after the update, from the 14th of... Sorry, have I just dropped the update date?
Well, now you have.
14th of
If you just
September.
continued talking,
Sorry.
it would have been fine.
Yeah, I know. 14th,
If
14th
you make a
September
mistake,
to the
always keep
27th.
talking.
You know that too well, don't you?
I do.
So 14th to the 27th of September, there will be an early bird bonus. And one of these effects is that on your first penguin spied, after the update hits, you'll get a penguin reset token. And essentially this is just to enjoy it all over again. You can go and do your penguins and then reset and then do it again, and then Wednesday comes around and reset again. It's a bunch of fun. So we're giving those out as a little thank you for playing them.
Also,
And
you
as
don't miss
well
out
as
on them.
that, yeah, it's a chance to engage more than you normally would be able to, and obviously benefit from the rewards more than you'd normally be able to. The other thing I wanted to mention along these lines. Oh no, that was okay. We can mention
No, we can add
the
that.
two
We
achievements.
can mention that too. Well, that too. Yeah.
Two
I'll
achievements.
follow you.
Yeah, follow me, sir. Right behind. So we've added two more achievements with this. We've got one of them which is from Ardoin with Love, and this is for fully upgrading the penguin device. This one is required for the completion escape. We have another achievement which is the Penguin Adoption Agency, and this is for, as you can imagine, unlocking the pet. This one is required for Trim Comp. We do have a grace period for both of these achievements, which goes on to the 9th of November. And that is all I have for that. One of
Well,
the...
I feel like we might as well just mention the secret agents now and do the last bit of the early bird bonuses, kind of.
Yeah. So I actually kind of want to find another penguin so we can do this, because I wanted to show off the zap functionality as well.
Fair.
So Penguin 2 is located somewhere in Mistalin, which I'm not going to go search around. Right. I want a really easy one.
You want to go to the Caribbean desert?
Where eagles fly. That's,
that's
a nice
easy.
one.
That is top left.
Let's get on up here.
So technically, they fly to a lot of places.
Yeah, actually. We'll have to change that.
Oh, no, it's all right. You're good.
I'm joking. Hopefully we'll find him soon, and I can show you off Zap, and then we can also show you what Poerkie has just alluded to, the 007 agent. There we go, we got him. So what we can do when we get close to him is use the Zap function, and this will actually freeze him in place. So I think this will be used for holding them in addition for your friends to come and catch up, or using it in turn to just keep them somewhere. So it allows you to kind of control where they are once they've been found, and you can help others out because of it. I guess I've got to say that the zap doesn't hurt the penguins. It is completely humane. So
They're penguin friendly?
Penguin
Just-
friendly.
just having
Yeah,
a
don't
quick-
use it on yourself. It's not human tested. totally killing penguins.
Glad you were able to confirm that.
The one I wanted to show was when we spy this penguin, there is normally a chance of a 007 penguin appear somewhere near you. So we should see, we've got a nice big bright orange text box. And now I've actually got to find him. So he kind of spawns kind of like on the edge of your view, usually. And you'll notice he's different, because he's got a beautiful tie on. But I can't see him anywhere. Shout out if anyone can see him.
Looking.
When we find it, it's going to feel awesome. There he is.
Oh, he's a true super agent.
There we go. So these guys have, as I've said, they have a chance to spawn when you spy a normal penguin. Once you find it, you can spy on him. He will actually give you 2 penguin points, I believe. He will also give you a casket. So, because I'm cheating, I got given the best casket available. That wasn't intentional, but I got given the best casket available. The reality is, you will get anything from an easy reward casket to an elite casket with a chance of upgrading to master. So that will be the reward for the 007 agent. There were type of penguin, which I'd completely forgotten about until you mentioned 007s.
Well, I mentioned secret agents.
Yeah, I think my mind clocked onto something else, but yeah. So there are secret agents as well, and they will spawn randomly around the world, you know, as random as specified areas can be. And they will be able to be spied. They will give 2 points. Sorry, I'm rattling off like a checklist to my mind. They're able to be spied. They can give 2 points, and then once spied, they will despawn. So this is a case of, if you see this around somewhere, don't tell anyone else. It's for you. You go spy that and you get some extra points, and then it disappears for a little bit. This is going to despawn for an amount of time, and then it will come back into the world, either in the same place or somewhere else. During the early bird that I mentioned earlier for the D&D tokens, the respawn period for these penguins will be less. So you'll see them more often in the first 2 weeks or so, and then it will be what it's supposed to be played at after that. So that's all those are.
Yeah. Just like so once you find the secret agents, they'll disappear. The 007 agents, they will also only spawn for you, and if you find them, they'll despawn. Slightly
different in that the 007 agents will only spawn and appear for you. So akin to Siren Spirits or the new Blessing of Broke to the Gods effect. It will spawn just for you. Only you can see it, you can click it, and it's gone. I just pressed something I didn't like. The agents that I just saw, they will spawn for everyone, but only be clicked by the first person. So it's, if you get lucky, you get lucky.
Just a quick question that I saw quite a few times from chat, Mods Osborne. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but how does this work with the invisible and the ghost penguin? Do you know that by any chance?
Ghost penguin has not changed to the best of my knowledge. It just counts normal weekly cap as it did before. And the scan does not... Sorry, the scan should find it. Does not find it. Forget it. It's, I believe because it requires the ring of invisibility, it doesn't know about it.
Sad.
Depending on the reaction, we can chat about that.
Yeah.
Or I might be completely off and it might find it already.
No, go for it.
No, I mean we'll chat about it as a team.
Oh,
we can decide depending on the reaction. Because I'm not sure. I want to say it doesn't currently.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can have a look.
just to answer the other question. So there's like, what's this the 12th anniversary of? Distractions and diversions were introduced on the 2nd of September in 2008. So that's kind of where we were alluding to. And we are doing something to the penguins, and we will also be doing something else on the side. So you've got that bit. Like, wow, you're bringing the camera back for that. I thought we still had some. Oh no, to be fair, we've actually shown the majority of the things that we wanted to show.
Don't know.
We've got
Have you
another
shown the,
cool...
models.
No, we've got another model with that beautiful video that I think I sent you, Modspear. Okay, well, did I never send it? Okay. Can we use the slightly chunkier one then that I did send? The slightly... There. The beauty of streaming from your homes. Oh. Apparently you were sleeping, Mod Osborne.
Am I sleeping?
Apparently.
Tired, mate.
I don't even know nowadays. Just lapse.
Have you been hunting too many penguins?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, here we go. I love this. So it might be a little bit juddery just because Mod Poerkie kind of manually moved around. Beautiful mom set the model.
Yeah.
But you can get a sense of a close-up version of each.
And their sizes.
We've also done some pop-up during seasonal content as well. You're just going to have to wait for those to turn up.
Yeah. So because the seasonals, I think we have a Christmas and a Halloween penguin, don't we?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So they will get updated models as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, this was kind of a pet project of Mod Warden. Mod Warden, like, has bashed down the art lead's door, saying that there must be a graphical rework of these at the same time as all of the fixes we were doing, because he loves penguins so much. So, yeah, thank you to him.
We'd be able to go back to the game view real quick, because Osborne just reminded me that
Oh yes,
the model, and I've cleared out the special for it.
Someone did some hardcore work.
So here they all are. As mentioned, the pumpkin and the snowman, they didn't make it. These are the standard and newly updated penguin models. Oh, and the unicorns have come back.
Oh, there they are. I like the wizard.
Are there any?
One, though.
Do things retroactively? Do you know, Bodsel? Do you like kind of quest penguins? Are there any plans?
I believe there is. Sorry, I believe there is intention to go and do them eventually. Definitely not for this. But I forget his mod name. The character artist that did these, he's very keen on penguins, as much as Mod Warden by the sounds of it.
They just look amazing. I just like how they look. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know who came up with the idea to add penguins.
Crates.
Crate is amazing, but just who came up with the idea of adding these penguins and making them hide? I think just by default is just an amazing idea. So I don't know which JMod ages ago came up with it.
That was Mod Nancy back in the day.
Mod Nancy. All right.
Yeah, almost a dual release with Cold War. Yeah, inspiration necessarily was, and I think Penguins in Madagascar had quite come out by then.
Yeah, we did it first. Yeah, really cool. Cool. I think we've got the majority of things. Also, just to repeat it as well, this is coming on what day again, Mod Osborne?
Oh yeah, we haven't announced the date. I think we can.
No, we have not done that.
As I said before, no. As I said before, that we're looking to do a dual release. So this is the smaller of the two dates, and the other one, bigger one, is coming. It will be kind of announced and talked about next week. But this is all coming out on September 14th, so you've got a couple of weeks. You can choose whether or not to do your penguin points now and wait for the reset, or wait for wait for launch to do your penguins. But yes, looking forward to it thoroughly.
On what day again? You did not mention the date, did you?
Did I not mention 14th of September? I swear I did.
I don't think you did.
The 4th of September.
Oh my gosh!
You were just like,
early onset dementia. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, he did. It might be that I'm getting. Well, I don't know. I've had a tough
I just
day.
assume I'm wrong.
By the looks of it, it's me. It's me. I'm just deaf. Apologies for putting
It's
you
the
in this
14th of September.
Mod Osborne. 14th of September.
Was that the 14th of September?
14th of September.
14th of September.
Have you already mentioned the date, Mod Osborne, now?
Alright,
so yeah, look
alright.
forward to that. Look forward to that. But the things that I wanted to reiterate. So yeah, if you spot your first penguin, you will also get a specific token to the Penguin D&D to reset that. The secret agents that will be worth 2 points. They will have a shorter respawn time for the first 2 weeks as well. And one thing worth noting is this penguin total counter starts from the update, so any penguins you spot beforehand will not count towards that total, similar to how it worked for the Marks of War, even though we were able to do some magic around that, which is quite nice. Got all that. The news post, I got the confirmation from JD as well regarding the Oddman's Treasure Hunter Key discount exploit is also now live. So if you want to reread that, that is there to do. Stay frosty, I wrote down as a comment of things to hit. So stay frosty, everyone.
Yeah, sure.
And just a quick thank you for voting in the Golden Gnomes again. It's really appreciated. We've got like double the amount of nominations from other years or from last year, so that's really cool. Looking forward to that. And if is there anything else we want to add or anything I've forgotten? Mod Osborne and Cel?
Oh, I'd love to pimp next week and the update that's there. Just to give a little kind of wee teaser, it is it's our continuation of Desperate Measures in a way, in that you will need Desperate Measures to play it. So, get that done now. And yeah, it's got some of the kind of similar anniversary vibes to Penguins, but we won't go any further than that.
Sorry, I got a message from JD, so let me just check what he's typing to me. It currently reads polar bear ? So I'm not getting much wiser about that. He's also asked me to reiterate the thing with the broadcast where you would get a notification for your 5, 10 or 15 year cape has been fixed. Alright, James, JD just wanted to tell me that he saw a polar bear. So I guess we'll leave it at that. Do polar bears count? To my knowledge, I don't know.
Unchanged.
Cel, do you have a clue? Unchanged. So if they previously did, they will. They didn't.
They'll. Or do they count towards the penguin total? I think is a question I'd ask myself, but I don't know.
We don't know the answer. We'll have a glance at that. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Mod Osborne and Cel, for hopping on and telling us everything about the changes and the improvements and the modernization we're bringing to the Penguin diversion and distractions.
Delighted as always.
And I hope to see you then again, maybe next week, Mod Osborne. If you're teasing it, I kind of hope you will be there.
I hope so. Yeah, I was kind of involved with the design. Yeah, I feel like I may have. It sounds like a quest, so it's not a quest. This is a word.
It's not a quest. No. It will stay on the anniversary theme of the version of the distractions that we are doing, to kind of keep it in that chamber. But with that said, once more, thank you for joining, and look after yourselves until scenes.
All right.